Okay, so I just realized for the past half hour that not only was my microphone unplugged, but I wasn't even recording. So, yeah, the first half of this stream, the first half hour of this stream, I was talking to dead air. So, to reiterate everything that no one saw, or at least if you're seeing this now on my YouTube channel, um, reworking the latching system on Inishi's bracers, which I had torn off the previous foam to put in these new overlap foams so that can actually overlap. I just finished installing the magnets on this one, as you can see, and I am adding the magnets on this one now. After which, on the reverse side of this strip here that overlaps it, I'm putting in these metal plates so that when they latch on, like so. After which, around in the next around 8:30ish my local time, I will switch over to Overwatch and play a little bit of Overwatch because it is the last day of their Year of the Rooster special event for Lunar New Year. So I'm going to be playing that for a bit. I don't know what else I went over because I had been relying on the recording to remind me later. Oh, yes. If you hadn't noticed by now, on my Facebook page, I finally released the photos from MagFest with my Yukio cosplay photos done by Clouds Photography. Please check them out. They are phenomenal. Got a chance to work with them with my Ginoza at the Selma Mansion photo shoot, and I'm hoping to work with them again at ZenkaiCon for my Roy Mustang cosplay. Yeah, and then that's kind of when I realized, oh, the red light on my microphone has been off the entire time, as well as someone in the chat saying, hey, there's no sound. And I'm just like, oh. And then I tried to plug in my microphone, and then the close-up camera died, so I had to restart OBS all over. Exciting. So, yeah. When I upload this to YouTube, it's only going to be half an hour-ish. Dandy. So what I'm doing now is just creating a little pocket recess for the magnet to fit in, like so. There we go, just like that. And so now if you look at it, you can't tell that the magnet's in there. See, there it is, but from the angle, it's embedded. Why is it embedded? Because I plan on covering this with some paper or whatnot so that when you pull the magnet, it stays in place. Because just gluing it down like this is fine and dandy, but if you put something that covers the magnet, every time you pull up, it breaks the connection, and so the magnet is forced to stay in place by having a covering on it. For that, I'll just use regular glue. I don't have to use hot glue, and I just use paper for that too. And since it is going to be in a spot that's covered up, it's not that big a deal as much. There we go. Okay. So now what I need to do is install these guys. And just need enough. Yeah. So All right, just like that. So now you can see. Put a finger out of the way. There you go. Yeah. So now that's embedded in there. And again, using the same technique with paper, just covering it all up. You know what? I probably shouldn't have thrown that piece away, just so I have a reference of how to do the others. Oh well. No, don't do that. Okay. There we go. Okay, that one's done. Okay, so that is all the indentations for that. Actually, for the metal plates, I'll probably hot glue those in, and then cover it with a strip of paper as well. So I may do that off stream. Losing track of time, losing track of what I was doing, train of thought. Yes, okay. So I can actually do this now. Since this part, I don't have to practice much. And I don't have to use a long strip like this. I can actually just do individual sections, which I think I'm going to go ahead and do. That's fine. Just so I know that the magnet stays close to the surface, go ahead and put the metal plate on it now and let that dry. Some of this excess. And now just to wipe off all the excess glue, I'll close that off. Okay, so as I said, I will hot glue the metal strike plates on later once I go buy more hot glue, because I actually ran out reattaching these new foam pieces on there. And so yeah, I will hot glue those. Once this glue dries, I will hot glue the metal strike plates on there, and then cover them up like I did these magnets, trim it all off, reattach everything, fill in the gaps that have been created by the new foam pieces, and then that'll be, latching pieces will be done. And so then we can just smooth things out again, one more run through with the sanding, and then we will, what will I do? Seal it, seal the foam, paint the foam, and then seal it again, and then they'll be done. So let's see, this is now February. So yeah, hopefully I can get this all done by the end of the month, if I do only work on these during the streams, which I kind of have been. So with that in mind, I'm going to set this all aside. While that all dries, I can move all this out of the way, and we will now switch over to Overwatch.